What's up, guys? It is your two favorite cousins. Yes, this is Beer Talk with Kyle and Joe. That man over there is Kyle. Of course, my name's Joe, and we are back for yet another review. And in today's video, we are covering a company that is most likely no stranger to you, and that would be none other than Fable Beard Company. Now, it is that time of the year where the leaves are starting to fall. It's starting to get a little bit cooler. And this is where I personally believe that Fable shines the most when it comes to their fall and Halloween scents. So before we dive into these, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell, check out this intro, and we'll be right back.
All right, guys, welcome back from the intro. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. So on the scents, like Joe said, we have the Halloween, we have the fall. They do give a brief description on the bottle, which we will read to you. But if you want the full layout of each scent, make sure you hop on FableBeardCo.com so you'll be able to check that out. Of course, we'll throw that in the link below. But let's go ahead and dive right into it with the fall scents. The fall line, I should say. So the first one is the Lumberjack. Now, if you're familiar with Fable, if you're not, their artwork is on point, some of the best in the game. So we definitely want to go ahead and show those off for you. And that is what they look like. So the Lumberjack is a maple cabin beard oil, and it is really nice. It is exactly what it sounds like. I'm picking up that warm maple scent, but at the same time, I'm picking up a little bit of log cabin, but I wouldn't consider this an outdoor scent. It's just very, very fall-like. Colin, the owner, did a great job of blending the two together.
Yeah. When you think of fall, you think of something really sweet with maybe something with a little bit of spice. The maple syrup is definitely something that really shines in this. I find this to be a very sweet scent, and that will be the majority of a lot of these scents that we cover. But definitely very enjoyable. I think the maple is the highlight on this, but I did really enjoy it for sure.
Yep, for sure. Really good. All right. So the next one is Candyman. This is a caramel apple scent. So to me, when I first read this, I would say way too sweet. I'm not going to like it. Again, what a great fall scent. So it's interesting. The caramel is the star of the show, but at the same time, pretty much the first thing I'm picking up is that apple. It smells really crisp, smells really fresh. And when you smell it, I just think about being a kid, being at the fair and just seeing those fresh apples on a stick, just being dunked right into that caramel. I mean, it brings you right back to that picture. Joe, what do you think?
Yep, you get a good freshness of the apple. You get the sweetness from the caramel, and that's what I love about Colin and what he does with apple scents. He actually has quite a few of them. He always uses a good fresh apple, whether it's a green apple or a red apple. There's always that great balance of freshness when you get it. It always seems like it's freshly picked. That's why I really love these fall scents from Fable.
Yeah, good point. He uses apple in totally different ways too, which is really cool, just like you said. So the next one is Autumn Man. This is a toasty fall vibes beard oil, and that is what that looks like there. And Autumn Man is really cool. This is the one that just, to me, sums it all up. This one just screams fall time. Football season, Halloween, scary movies, Thanksgiving, the whole thing. It just smells like fall in a bottle. That's the best way I can describe it. Out of all the ones that we have here, this one's probably like the most neutral fall scent for a fall scent, of course, but really nice. It's not over the top, but at the same time, like I said, it screams fall time.
Yeah. So when I smell this, I think of a nice fall night bonfire toasting marshmallows. That's exactly what's in this bottle to me. You get that nice little sugary type smell that you would normally get from a marshmallow, but there is that toasted aspect of it that really makes it pop. It makes it more than just a one-dimensional sweet scent. I think he nailed this one. Probably out of the fall line, I would say this one is my favorite. I love that toasted aspect of it.
Yeah, really cool. So the next one is our Halloween line. So the first one we're going to jump into is the Demon, and this one is a Fury Apple Candy. scent. And again, the artwork, as always, is just on point. And that's what that looks like there. So this one is clearly a cinnamon type of scent. It's got that fireball, big red gum type of scent to it. I'm not huge on the cinnamon thing, but this one is not over the top. I wore this one a few times. In bottle, it's definitely a little more stronger than it is in your beard, which I really appreciate. It's not, it's not going to offend anyone, but when you smell it, you still kind of pick up that fall type of scent. It's not just pure cinnamon. Like when you chew the big red gum, you're just like, when you breathe in, you're like, with just that cinnamon burn. It's not that strong, but it's definitely along those lines.
Right. Yeah, really well said. I really don't have much else to add to that other than the fact that normally I don't like these kind of scents. So what I will say is while the cinnamon is definitely there, definitely makes its presence known, I will say he did another great job of balancing that fresh apple to go with it. So even for someone like me who has a harder time tolerating this, there's still a good balance there that makes it fun and adds to that fall experience. Or in this case, a good Halloween experience. That's what the artwork looks like. Freaking awesome for sure.
Yeah, so good. All right, so the next one is probably my favorite out of all of these. This one is the Undead. Joe's showing that off right now. Green Apple Brains is the scent. And Joe put it best with one of the earlier scents. Fable uses apple scents and just destroys it. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. This one smells like if you're in a room with just covered in fresh green apples, and they're just all sliced up, and you're just smelling that aroma. Really fresh, really crisp, not over the top, but it hits you in the face with that crisp green apple scent. It is so fresh. I absolutely love it. Just like the last one, really strong in bottle, calms down a lot more in beard. But if you're into that crispy, fresh apple scent, you got to give this a try.
Yep. So green apple, sour candy, and like a bubble gum is I'm almost positive it's what's described with it. Sense. And I actually get that balance of all of them. The green apple and the bubble gum really stand out from the bottle. When you get it into your beard, you get a little bit more of the sourness from that candy aspect. And of course, a green apple compared to a red or Granny Smith apple, green apple is going to be on the more sour end for sure. For a sour scent, I thought it was outstanding. I really enjoyed this one as well. Now, there are two other scents that I picked up for this review last minute. So I will just cover these really quick. And the first one that I want to cover is the Collector. And that is what that looks like there. Probably my favorite artwork out of a lot of these.
I was going to say, it's so good.
Yeah, very cool on that one. Now, this one is going to be a very unique pomegranate type scent. This is probably my least favorite scent. I'm not a huge pomegranate guy. The scent is just kind of okay. It does have a good, freshness to it. It doesn't really scream fall or anything like that to me. It's just kind of just a scent that's just, really okay. But if you like pomegranate, it definitely stands strong on that one. And the last one, this one is definitely really cool as well. This is called the Doll Maker. And the Doll Maker is a very sweet scent. This is a butterscotch caramel type scent. And when you have those, two together, you just get something that is very sweet. It's sweet, it's sugary. It definitely is one that probably lasts. I would say this is the strongest out of all of the scents that we covered here. Again, you have to be someone that likes something really sweet, or it can become very tiresome in your beard. I really enjoyed it. I like the aspect of the different kinds of sweetness that came with it. So you guys, that is the fall and Halloween lineup. I believe there's maybe one other fall or one other Halloween scent that we just didn't have a chance to pick up. And then Colin does have some older fall scents that I believe we've covered maybe in previous videos as well that you should definitely check out. Again, I think this is where Colin shines the most. I love his fall. I love his Halloween scents every year. I'm already looking forward to what he has coming up next year. And he does kill it for Christmas, which will be coming up shortly as well. Any last words, Kyle?
Yeah, no, If you're watching this video, most likely you've heard of Fable, just like Joe said. Fantastic company. I'm not a fall scent guy. Honestly, I liked all of these. I really did. That is unusual. So big props to Colin and Fable Beard Co., his whole team there. We are affiliated with Fable, so you'll see it below. But Beer Talk 15 will save you 15%, and we will get a small kickback. So appreciate if you guys use that code. Helps out the channel a lot. And then, of course, we'll have the Fable Beard Co. link to the website below as well. But guys, that is all the time that we have for you today. As always, keep it growing.
And we'll talk to you at the next one. Cousins out.